Have you ever wondered why beverages such as Coke, tea, coffee, and Gatorade stain teeth? This is a video on a comparative study on the effects of Coke, tea, coffee, and Gatorade on staining teeth. You might ask yourself, why study this topic? Well, all children love sodas and desserts, but hate brushing their teeth. This mentality will lead to major dental problems that you'll have to face in the future. Thus, I wanted to investigate the chemical content of each beverage and find out why they stain teeth. I also wanted to compare the results of each beverage on seashells and see which stains faster and more intense. Lastly, I wanted to see if they had any other effects on the seashells, such as deterioration or breaking down into fragments. The questions that will be answered by the study that I made were: why do beverages like Coke, tea, coffee, and Gatorade stain teeth? Which of the aforementioned beverages stains faster and more intense? Are there any other physically visible effects on the shells other than the stains? This study could benefit curious students on trying out a new experiment. It could also be used as a future reference to studies that students will make in relation to dental hygiene or the chemical content of beverages. It could benefit dentists in finding which beloved beverage could cause more intense stains on teeth, and they could even use this as a reference to their claims in order to persuade their patients to limit their consumption of certain beverages. Other than that, it could also benefit the citizens in finding out which beverages to look out for and to encourage them to drink these beverages in moderation. In my hypothesis, I state that coffee will leave the most intense stains due to its dark color and its high acidic content, which easily latches onto tooth enamel. In order to make this experiment, you will need 100 white shells. The amount may vary on the size. 1 cup of coffee, 1 cup of tea, 1 cup of Coca-Cola, 1 cup of any flavor of Gatorade, 4 see-through containers or jars, 4 sheets of paper, and 1 marker. The general procedure of this experiment is to drop 25 shells into each container. The number of the shells could vary, again, by the size. The second step is to fill the 4 see-through containers, or in this case, jars, with coffee, tea, Gatorade, and Coca-Cola in order to see the progress throughout the experiment and set aside for 1 day. After the first day, remove 5 shells from each jar, carefully wipe them dry, and place on a sheet of paper. Label each tooth or shell for the beverage it was placed in. Repeat this process after 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and 3 weeks. Record the results and arrive at your conclusion. My findings were that the chemical content of these beverages include tannin. Tannins increase staining potential by boosting the chromogen's ability to stick to enamel. Other than that, previous researches had shown that the temperature of the beverage is also a great factor. Lastly, the hypothesis was indeed correct. Coffee stains teeth the most. However, it was not the fastest. Other than staining, some beverages caused other types of reactions to the seashells, such as deterioration and fading of the shiny outer skin of the shell into powder. Since coffee comes in first, Coke would come in second because it left a light brown hue and dark speckles on the seashells while also deteriorating them. Tea would be third due to the yellow-green tinge it left. Last would be Gatorade, showing no visible stains. All in all, Coke would be the most harmful beverage to the teeth because it almost completely destroyed some of the shells, and though it wasn't the most intense, it was the fastest to stain teeth. The least harmful beverage would be tea. It could cause a very unpleasant yellow grin, but it did not totally remove the shell's shine and did not cause any form of deterioration, unlike Coke and Gatorade. Thank you for watching.